It's 12:43 a.m. Your phone lights up. You already know who it is. That name. The one you swore you'd stop replying to. The one that always seems to show up when you're just about to move on. And there it is again. Hey, you up? 3 words that pull you right back into the same story you promised yourself you'd never reread. You stare at the screen. You don't reply, at least not yet. Because there's a battle happening inside of you. Between the version of you that knows better and the version that still remembers how good it felt to see their name. It's crazy, isn't it? How one message can wake up every emotion you've been trying to bury. You tell yourself it's just a text, but it's never just a text. It's a test of everything you've learned since the last time they left you hanging. You know how this goes. They'll send a few more messages, maybe say they miss you, maybe act like they changed, and part of you will want to believe it. Because no one wants to admit they were just a chapter in someone else's boredom. You lock your phone, toss it face down. You've done this dance before. The late night messaging, the false hope, the empty promises that feel warm for a few hours but cold in the morning. You know this isn't love. It's memory dressed up as comfort. You walk to the kitchen, pour some water, try to distract yourself, but your thoughts are louder than the silence. You start thinking about the first time they texted you. How innocent it felt, how you smiled at your phone like it was something magical, how their attention felt like oxygen. You didn't realize back then that oxygen can also burn. You check your phone again. 2 new messages. Been thinking about you. And then, miss how we used to talk. You rolled your eyes. You've heard it all before, but your heart, it hesitates because healing doesn't delete feelings. It just teaches you how to stop chasing what hurts. You think about how much time you've wasted rewriting the same ending, trying to make someone stay who was never meant to stay. Every time they left, you promised yourself you'd stop caring, and every time they came back, you forgot why you needed to. But tonight feels different. Tonight you're tired. Not angry, not bitter, just done. You spent too many nights mistaking attention for affection, too many mornings regretting replies that led to nowhere, too many chances on people who only loved you when it was convenient. You pick up your phone again, not to reply, but to reread old messages. The ones that used to make you smile, now they just make you sigh, and that's how you know you've grown. You scroll through months of words, promises, apologies, I'll do better next times, but there was never a next time that actually changed because people don't change from midnight texts. They change from morning actions. You finally open a new message. Your fingers hover over the keyboard, not to text them, to text yourself. You type, remember this moment. Remember that peace feels better than confusion. Because that's what healing looks like. Not blocking, not deleting, but choosing yourself without needing to prove anything. You put the phone down and sit in silence. The city outside, it's quiet. No cars, no noise, no distractions, just you and the truth. You don't need someone who only remembers you when they're lonely. You need someone who chooses you at 12 p.m., not 12 a.m. And maybe they'll never understand what they lost, but you will. Because you finally stopped begging people to value what they never deserved. You looked at your reflection in the dark window, tired eyes but strong ones. Eyes that have seen enough to know the difference between being wanted and being respected, you smile just a little. Not because everything's perfect, but because you finally see yourself clearly again. You walk back to your bed. Phone is still lighting up beside you. 3 messages, unread. You don't even open them. You turn the screen off, roll over, and close your eyes. Because healing isn't loud. It's quiet, it's steady, and it's intentional. It's the decision to not reply. It's the peace that comes from letting go without needing closure. And tomorrow when the sun rises, you'll wake up feeling lighter because every time you ignore what no longer serves you, the universe rewards you with something better. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. And that's what self-respect looks like, choosing peace even when your heart is screaming for chaos. So if you're watching this, if you're listening, and you've been stuck in your own cycle of midnight texts, listen carefully. You don't need another apology. You need a decision. A decision to stop answering the same pain, expecting a different ending. A decision to protect your peace like it's the most expensive thing you own, because it is. And I promise you, the moment you stop replying to what breaks you, you make space for what builds you. The world doesn't change when they text again. It changes when you don't. So put the phone down. Breathe. You've got this. Sometimes the strongest reply is silence. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care more about yourself. When your phone lights up with that familiar name, ask yourself, what am I really replying to? And do the brave thing. Choose peace instead of patterns. Speak soon.